Hello and welcome to another yoga studio. I'm Kat, if you haven't joined in with one of our videos before, and it's lovely to have everybody here with me today. Apologies if there is some background noise. I have the window open because it is another gloriously hot sunny day here in Wales. I did think about filming this outside, but decided that the noise from the road that runs alongside our garden here at Winton House really would be too much of a distraction for me and for everybody else. So we are up here in my room as normal. All right, okay, so let's get on with it then. We have a power Pilates class. We're going to really dial into some of the strength work today rather than some of the Pilates work that focuses on strength, stretching the muscles, and just do what you can. Just make sure the workout suits what you need for today. And we're gonna, on that note, get stuck straight on in. So we're gonna come towards the floor. We'll start with just a little bit of movement to get our body moving and warm, and then we'll flow into some of the stronger work. So into tabletop. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, we're going to round up. Breathing in, arching in the other way. So moving through our cat stretch. Breathing out to round up. Breathing into arch. So using this introduction of movement to the body to also check in, zone into the breath. And then square the spine out. And we'll walk the hands back in, come to a kneeling position for a moment. If you can't kneel, by all means sit on the floor. You can do this with the feet flat or have the toes tucked under. So we fire up the feet a little bit more, hands onto the shoulders, and let's draw some circles forwards. So one more, and then we're circling back. Reach the arms out in front, circle the wrists. So sneak a little fire up of the shoulders as we reach the arms out, holding the arms there, and then circle the wrists back the other way. And then come back forwards into tabletop. Okay, we're going to take a little twist, which is going to get a little bit of work through the arms and the shoulders as well. So as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread under. So twist to the side, little dip of the elbow to get your shoulder near towards the floor, and then breathe in. Push it all the way back up. So as you breathe out, twist to the right, thread the left arm under, dip towards the floor, and then that right arm's pushing you up to reach up. So we're getting a twist, but also a little mini push up on the one arm at the same time. So we're going to take two more. And then square yourself back out into your neutral position. And we'll take it through on the other side. So breathe in, right arm stretches up, and then as you breathe out, twist. Dip the elbow to bring the shoulder and the ear to the floor, and then lift back up. So breathing out, thread under. Breathe in, lift back up. So we're trying to keep the elbows stacked over the wrist. Maybe you can always do these exercises on the fist or have a little prop underneath the hands so that you claw the hands more, to take a little bit of pressure out of the wrists if you need it. So we've got 2 more, so that's 7 and 8. Good. Take the hands down, so we're back square. Tuck the toes under. Breathe out, squeeze the belly in. Lift your knees a couple of inches up off the floor. So we're firing the belly up to start to get the abdominal muscles going. And then as you breathe out, we'll lift the hips up a little bit higher. Start to walk the hands back in. So you walk the hands all the way to the feet. You can keep a nice big bend in the knees here if you need it. And then on the next breath out, tuck the tailbone under, roll up to standing. Good. Breathe in, take a sweep up of the arms. And then as you breathe out, shake the arms and the hands up, bring them back down by your side. So we're going to get a little bit of fire into the legs. We're going to go for our squats. So as you breathe out, sink back down. So the hips come behind, knees reach behind, heels, weight in the heels. Breathe in, reach back up. Good. So we're going to go for 3 more. So that's 1, 2, and 3. All right. Okay. So we're going to keep working with the legs, but this time take a bit of a wider step. So we're turning the toes out, and we're going to take a bit of a plie squat. So we want as with any squat, we want the knees to come out over the toes. So breathe out, take it down. Breathe in, lift up. So breathe out, reach out, and lift. So might be a little bit of a stretch going on in those inner thighs. Okay. Come all the way up to standing. Bring your hands around onto the back of your head. Breathe out, squat down. Take a breath in. Breathe out, lean towards one side and lift, and then lean towards the other. Lift back to the center. Breathe out. Come all the way up to standing. So we're going to keep repeating. I'm just fiddling with chain. So breathe out, lower. Breathe in, breathe out, lean to one side, lean to the other. Come back to the middle, power up, breath in at the top, breathe out, take it down. Pause, breathe out, lean. Keep the knees pushing out over the toes. Come the other way. Back to the center, breathe out, push up, pause at the top. So take it down. And try and look to the ceiling as you take it to the side. So we get a little bit of movement, bonus movement through the neck. So breathe in, squeeze those elbows and shoulders back. I'm going to go for 3 more rounds. So breathe out, take it down. To one side, to the other. Power up. Keep it going if you can. If you need it, take a little rest. Calm with the feet together. Shake the legs out. Power up. Last one. So breathe out. Push those knees out. Breathe out. Power all the way up. Squeeze the elbows back as you breathe in, and then release the arms down. Bring the feet in. Give the legs a little bit of a shake out. And then we're going to stand to roll back down towards the floor. So we'll take a couple of rolls. Give the spine, the muscles, everything a little bit of a release. So breathe in. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Breathe out. Chin's coming to the chest. Pull down all the way towards the floor. Maybe you can bend your knees here as much as you want. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Round all the way back up. breath in at the top. And then we're going to come down again. So chin to chest, round forwards. Pause at the bottom, breathe out, tuck the tailbone under. You can use the core a little bit to help you round all the way up. One more, and we're going to breathe out. Take the chin down, curl all the way towards the floor. So this time, take a breath in at the bottom, and then as you breathe out, walk the hands back out to the top of your mat. So we come to a plank position. Squeeze the belly in. Okay, so you can hold here. You can bring your knees towards the floor. And we're going to try and take some leg lifts. So as you breathe out, take the right leg up and tap down. Breathe out, take the left leg up and tap down. If you've got the knees on the floor, it might just be that you straighten the right leg and lower. Straighten the left leg and lower. You can also lift the right leg up with the knee, take the knee and the toes down, and then do the same on the left. So just like we're marching on the spot in that plank position. See if you can keep it going. Remember, you can come out of this plank position whenever you want. So it was going to be a power, strength little workout today. We've got 2 more to either side if we can. And then lower all the way down towards the floor. Let the head rest on your hands for a moment. Bend your knees. Give your feet a little roll from side to side. And then lower the feet down towards the floor. I'm feeling the warmth that is around today. Now we're starting to really get into this little Pilates power session. Alright. Okay, so we're going to go into some work for the lower back. So you want to reach the fingertips round by your side. Think about the fingertips reaching down the side of the thigh towards the knee. So we're going to start with lifting the upper body, and then we'll bring the legs in as well. So as you breathe in, reach the fingers back, chest lifts. Breathe out, lower down. So breathe in, chest, upper body lifts. Breathe out to lower. So one more, just the upper body working. And lower down. And if you want to bring the leg lift in as well, you can. So breathe in, reach both arms back, lift the legs. So think about trying to lift the thighs up off the floor so we really get the work through the glute muscles. If it's too much with the legs, just keep working with the upper body. Or maybe do one lift with the upper body and then one lift with the legs, and keep alternating, I can't get my words out today, from chest to legs. And we're going to go for 3 more. So we've got 3, 2, and last one. And again, come on to let the head rest on your hands, or if you prefer, we'll send the hips back. Rest in child's pose. Any little wiggles or movement that there feels good. Let the back release and stretch. Stretching those arms out in front just gives the underneath of the shoulders a little bit more of a stretch too. And then we're going to come round onto your back. So coming to lie down on the floor, just take a moment to check in with where you think your back is, so that we've got the feeling of being in neutral to start. We're coming to work with the abdominal muscles. We want to make sure we're not getting that big arch in the back. We're going to try and then keep the lower back pressed in towards the floor. So we're drawing the abdominal muscles in to push the lower back in before we start. Take the right heel up off the floor, floating the right toes. Squeeze the back in a little harder, and then the left leg is going to lift. So we're going to start with the movement for the leg, and then we'll bring some movement in for the upper body if you wish. So we're flexing the feet as if we had our feet on a pedal, and we're going to cycle. So as you breathe out, slowly push the foot away, and then come back to neutral. Breathe out, slowly push the other leg away. It's fine if the knee comes in towards you as well on the right side. Breathe in, back to neutral. So we're keeping it slow. It's as if we were trying to cycle up a really steep hill or in a jar of treacle. So pushing away, pulling back in. Imagine you were clipped on that pedal and you're using the movement of the leg in as well as the push away to get your pedal to move. Okay, so that's our first little kind of layer. If we're adding another layer on, the hands are behind our head. So this is why we needed to move slow, because it's going to make a bit more sense now. As you breathe out, roll the chin to the chest, push the right leg away, and we're going to twist. Bring the left knee and the right elbow together. Breathe in, come back to neutral. Now you can take your head all the way down or stay hovered. Breathe out, push the left leg away. So we're twisting to the right. Elbow and knee come together as best they can. Breathe in, back to neutral. Keep that feeling of pressing the belly down back in towards the floor. We shouldn't be feeling this in the back too much. This is about using the stomach muscles. Keep it going if you can. We can stop whenever we need to. We're aiming for one more round to either side. So twist to the left as the right leg extends. And then a twist to the right as the left leg extends. And then lower down. Take the feet down. Have a big stretch out from fingers to toes. And then lower the arms back down by your side. Bend the knees. Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of work with our shoulder bridge for our last little bit of exercise. Or not a little bit of exercise, for our last exercise. So it's up to you whether you want, we're going to have the legs lifted. If you prefer to just work with both feet on the floor, keep both feet on the floor. So if we're going to try and work lifting up and down, with the legs lifted, we're going to straighten out with the right leg. So the higher the foot is towards the ceiling, the harder or the more challenging it is. The more diagonal we keep the leg in line with the left, the more challenging it is. So yeah, that makes it a little bit easier. That makes it a little bit more of a challenge. So as you breathe out, we're going to use your glute muscles. We're going to start to press the lower back into the floor with the belly, and then the glute muscles are going to take over. Heel up, come to your shoulders, breathe in, breathe out, lower down. So breathe out, take it up, and lower. Want more of a challenge? Lift the arms as you roll up, and then lower down. See if you can still keep the heel of the back so we're not just lifting the hips up and down from the floor. It's quite a challenge if you've got the legs and the arms going because we want to just take the hips down. Okay, swap the legs. So we're planting the right foot down, reaching the left leg up. So remember, you can take it straight up or lengthen it out a little bit. It doesn't matter if there's a little bend in the knees. Breathe out, heel up and lower. Breathe out, peel and lower. Again, if you want to float the arms, we can. Don't worry if the left leg sort of does lift and lower a little bit up and or down away from the floor. We are moving the pelvis. A little bit rockier on this side. Last one. And then lower the left leg down. Straighten the right leg out as well. Float the arms back. And then walk the feet over to the right. We'll cross the left leg over the right ankle. Shuffle the shoulders over. Take hold of the left wrist. Stretch out from the fingers all the way down to the feet on that left side. And then come back into the middle. And we'll walk the feet over to the left side. Oh, I've got my resistance bands in the way. Again, you can try crossing the right leg over the left. Shuffle the shoulders over so we come to that banana shape. Gently pull through the right wrist. So we get a nice stretch through the right side of the body. And then back into the center. And bring the knees up in towards your chest. Take a little rock, draw little circles there, do whatever feels good. And then we'll pause for a moment, bring the knees in towards the chest. And then when you're ready, roll round onto your side. Come all the way round onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under, and we'll see if we can take that little lift up of the hips to walk the hands back in. No worries if the hips don't want to lift and you want to walk your hands back towards your knees. So as you breathe out, start to lift the hips up. And then the next breath out, we're walking the hands back to the feet. Remember, if you didn't lift your hips up, we're walking the hands back in towards the knees. It's just to help us eventually come up to standing. Little bend in the knees, slowly round up. Coming all the way up to the top. Breathe in, stretch both arms up. And then as you breathe out, hands back down by your side. Okay, fantastic. I hope you enjoyed our little power Pilates blast, and it's got your muscles feeling like they've just fired up a little bit and had a little bit of a workout today. Remember, if you have enjoyed it, you can leave a thumbs up or any comments or questions below. And of course, if you're not subscribed already to the channel, hit the subscribe button now, and then you can join me next time on the mat. All right, take care now. Bye.